You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you, I know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Legacy Challenge. It has been a little while since we have been in with this family, and I am excited to jump back in with them. We are going to be seeing our quads age up into teens in this episode, and as you can see, we have had Haleigh really busy. She has already made them their cakes, and they are ready and waiting for the big day. We have Tessia here just having a little bit of a chat with her dad, and she is just spending some quality time with him. They are having a little bit of a talk as he gets a little bit of food into his system, and she is, feeling pretty playful. I'm going to have her go and just do a little bit of skill building. I think this is working on a little bit of her social when she plays with the dolls, or maybe imagination. I'm not really sure what skill that works on, but we're going to have her do that. But as you can see, Mitchell has followed her in here. He is wanting to just ask her how school's going, and he wants to make sure things are going well with her. So they are going to have a little bit more of a conversation. She is obviously going to tell him how school's been going and brag about her grades a little bit, and they're going to share some hugs, and we are going to see them bond a little bit more. As you can see, she is his only little girl, and so I do think that he probably holds her near and dear to his heart. And so he is enjoying spending a little bit of one-on-one time with her. Not that he's playing favorites, but secretly he's probably playing favorites. But they are spending some lovely time together here before everyone else in the family gets up and the day gets hustling and bustling, and they have to go ahead and celebrate the quad's birthday. We are going to be celebrating their birthday bright and early this morning. That way we can age them up before school starts, and we can have them go ahead and age up, and we'll do all of their makeovers, and we can get them ready to head into high school and things of that nature. And that way they don't have this extra day of grade school that they go to, because I don't think it's really necessary. All of the students are currently grade A students, and so they're well prepared to head on into high school. So we are going to go ahead and just let them continue on into their life and aging up and celebrating their birthdays and continuing on with this huge milestone of becoming teenagers and looking forward to starting school with Adriel. So they will be heading off into school with Adriel. Everyone will be going to the high school, And I think all of the children are going to be looking to Adriel as kind of a mentor in that, and looking to him for advice on how they're supposed to act in the new school and things like that, because they're not really sure how high school is and what they should expect. And so I think that you'll be seeing them speaking with him and spending a lot of time with him over the next little while here, trying to figure out what it is that they need to do. But we are going to go ahead and we're going to start aging up the quads one by one here, and having them blow out their candles and make wishes and getting them aged up. And it looks like they are going to have a supportive family dynamic. We absolutely love that. So Tessia and Mitchell are supportive. That's fantastic. But let's start with Julian. He is going to be the first one to age up because, as we know, he was our first one born of the quads. We're going to have him make a wish here, and we're going to go ahead and age him up. As you can see, everyone is celebrating his birthday, and we are going to age him up and let him become a teenager. And then we will continue down the line of the quads, aging them up and getting them their makeovers once everyone has been aged up and seeing what it is they're going to look like. And I am super excited to see how everyone turns out and how they age up, and I just can't wait. So Julian has aged up, and we are going to roll the dice for randomizing his traits. He got animal lover, and then we're going to roll the dice to see what it is he's going to get for his aspiration. And we will just let the randomize of the dice select for us what he's going to get as far as his aspiration goes. That way I don't have to have any guesswork here on what we need to choose for that aspiration. We will just allow the dice to choose for us. So we will go ahead and pull up the dice and give that a roll and see what number we get, and we get an 11. So he is going to have the aspiration of an occult, and then we will give it a roll again, and he is going to get the first one. He wants to be a good vampire. Okay, great. And then we are going to go ahead and we are going to let Tessia blow out her candles, and we will age up Tessia. And we will see what she's going to get as far as her traits and her aspiration goes. So let's go ahead and blow the candles out for Tessia. As you can see, she's still just chatting away with Mitchell. We absolutely love that. She is really, really bonding with her dad. But let's blow out your candles, Tessia. It is time for you to become a teenager. And let's see you age up and find out what it is you're going to get for your traits. So Tessia has aged up. And we are going to get, I didn't see what that trait was, but that's okay. So she is going to get the number 6, which is a food trait. And if we roll again, she is going to get the number 19. And I don't think there are 19 of them. So we may have to roll again. Let's roll again. And she gets the number 11. All right, perfect. So she's going to be a market stall is what she got. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and we will now go and age up. I believe Everett is the next one that we need to age up. So we have candles on the cake, and we will get Everett to come on in here and he will blow out his candles. So Everett is heading himself on into the kitchen. We are going to see him blow his candles out and age up into a teenager. And then we will find out what his traits are going to be when he becomes a teenager and what his aspiration is going to be. Everyone is thrilled about the birthdays and celebrating. We absolutely love that. So Everett is going to hate children. Oh, great. And for his aspiration, we are going to give the dice a roll. And he is going to roll a 12, and then we are going to have him have the nature aspiration, and if we give that another roll, we will have 14. There's not 14, so we'll roll again, and he rolls 12, so he is going to have the aspiration of gargantuan gardener. Okay, perfect. We love that. He's going to want to grow big old plants. All right, the last one we need to age up here is little Isaiah. and we are going to age him up into a teenager, find out what his trait is going to be and what his aspiration is going to be, and then we are going to hop into Cass and see what all 4 of the quads are going to look like as teenagers once they've had their makeovers. And so let's go ahead and age up Isaiah and see what his traits and aspirations are. So Isaiah's trait is going to be mischievous, and for his aspiration, if we roll the dice, he rolls a 4, so he's going to get the mischievous, basically, and then we roll again, he's going to get private eye as his aspiration. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on into Gas and take a look at our 4 quads. As you can see, we are back in the game and everyone has been aged up. We are just having the quads, well, part of the quads talk here to Adriel. But I am going to go ahead and queue up for everyone to go ahead and start working on their homework. That way they can get a head start with some of their studies for school so that they are ready to go ahead and be getting a step ahead here for their high school. It looks like we have Julian here, and he likes deception. Okay, we love that for you. But I am going to get Adriel to work a little bit on gardening. It does look like our garden needs a little bit of love, so I am just going to get him doing a little bit of tending to the garden after he does his homework, and he can spray the bugs and things like that. So everyone is just going to get their homework done, work on any makeup work and extra credit that they have to do. As you can see, Haleigh is just working on cleaning up a little bit from the party. Some of the cake has gone off, and so we're going to have her clean up after the family a little. She is feeling really, really energized because the party went off without a hitch, and she is feeling really ecstatic that all of her quads have aged up to teenagers so successfully. And everyone is really well-rounded. They all have really good grades in grade school, and so they are, going to be starting off really well when they go into high school with a solid foundation of knowledge, and she thinks that they're going to really succeed in their new endeavors when they go into their new school. And so she's feeling really, really good about their place in the world and their success that's going to be coming for them in their futures. And she's really quite proud of all of her children combined. All 5 of them, she feels, have really got a good grasp of things for their future. And she thinks that, she's done them a pretty good service as far as getting them thus far. And so she's just feeling really proud. She really had thought that she was going to struggle more than she did. And, you can remember back, they had a lot of struggles in the beginning, and this family has been through so much trying to get to where they are now. And, now it's all coming to a head. It's all coming to fruition. We have ourselves 5 teenagers that are going to be going into school and hopefully learning about their individualism, and they're going to be branching out onto their own and finding love and building relationships and securing futures for themselves in the near future here. And Haleigh is really, really feeling like, she's done really well when it comes to parenting them, and obviously her work is not complete in that, and she knows that, but she does feel that she has done a really good job getting them thus far, and so she's feeling really, really great about that. As you can see, Adriel is just getting some of the gardening done. He's feeling really focused about that. We're doing some spraying of the plants. Once he is finished with spraying all of the plants for bugs, As you can see, we have gone ahead and we have evolved all of the plants. We are just going to go ahead and get him to fertilize things as well. And it looks like Tessia is talking to her parents about having trouble making friends. And we've advised her to just make a grand gesture. So we are just going to tell her, you know, make grand gestures and you'll be fine. I think you're not going to really find that you're going to struggle making friends in high school. There are a lot of selections to choose from, and I think everything's going to be fine as far as Tessia goes. But I do think maybe Tessia is worried going into a new school and not knowing exactly what to expect. And so she's just a little bit concerned about kind of what to expect when she gets to the new school. And, you know, yes, her old friends will possibly be there as well, but it's a new place. And I think all of the children are a little bit nervous about their new beginning here. So as you can see, we have Haleigh has come out. She's just helping Adriel with some of the plants here, and they are bonding over gardening together, which is fantastic. We love that for them. And we will just go ahead and get Adriel to finish up here with fertilizing that. But Mitchell's going to come over and have a little bit of a chat with Julian, just see how he's doing. And if he is, you know, pleasantly surprised with how the birthday turned out. And I think that obviously he is going to tell him that, you know, yeah, it went well. I really am pleased with how things went. And as you can see, we have ourselves, you know, a successful age up where it comes to our teens, and everyone is really, really happy. They are celebrating this day of chaos. We are not necessarily celebrating the day of chaos considering it is their birthday. They're putting more stock into celebrating the birthday than they are celebrating the day of chaos. So they're not really doing a whole lot of the task for the holiday itself. They're really more concerned with celebrating their birthday than they are celebrating the holiday functions. But we are just having them have a little bit of a conversation together, and then I'm going to have all of the children kind of spend some time mingling together. I do want, like I said, the quads to have a chance to discuss with Adriel about high school and what advice he can give them about what they can look forward to in going to this new setting. And, you know, he obviously, being in school already, does have the most experience. So Tessia has come out and she's just trying to hold a little bit of a conversation with him. She's wanting to know what offer of advice he can give her. And he's like, everything's going to be fine, Tessia. Like, you were popular in grade school. I think you're going to be fine. Like, you really don't have anything to worry about. And she's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, like, you're really going to be perfectly fine. Like, I don't think there's anything that you need to worry about. Just be yourself. And she's like, okay, Adriel, that's really helpful. So they are, you know, just having this heart to heart here, and Tessia is really feeling grateful that she has Adriel to look up to and him to give her advice, because she, you know, as we saw, was feeling a little bit nervous about how she's going to be able to make friends and things like that. So she is really grateful that she has Adriel to lean on and to go to for this kind of advice. But I am going to just go and get Adriel to go take care of some of his needs. He is in desperate need of getting a bath. And we will have Tessia go ahead and spend some time chatting with her mom here. And they are just going to bond a little bit. As we know, her and her dad are really, really close. But she does also have a pretty close relationship with her mom as well. And so she is just going to spend a little bit of time talking with her mom about her birthday and also about the holiday, and the fact that she is, you know, feeling a little bit better after talking to Adriel about school. And she's going to give her mom a little bit of a hug and just tell her, you know, I feel a lot better than I did. And her mom's like, I'm really glad that you know, feel better, because I was really, you know, worried that you were starting to feel apprehensive, and I don't want you feeling that way. You know, everything's going to be fine. It's just like any other school. It's just at a grander scale. And she's like, I don't know that that's exactly the truth, Mom. Look at her like, I don't know that I agree with that. Tessia is so pretty. But let's go ahead and send Tessia in. She does need to go ahead and take care of some of her needs. She needs to go to the washroom, and she's also feeling a little bit tired. And so we do need to go ahead and let her maybe get to thinking about getting a little bit of rest. As you can see, The guys are in here. They are just chatting a little bit about school. They have finished their homework, and so now they are just spending a little bit of time getting some mischief in. And also, like I said, they're discussing school, and they're apprehensive about that. Everyone's starting to feel a little worried about it. They don't really know what to expect, and you know, they're thinking to themselves, how are we supposed to prepare ourselves for something that we know nothing about? And I think that it would be Isaiah that would maybe come up with the idea that they should talk to Adriel about it. And he would be just like, maybe we should talk to Adriel. Adriel would probably have the best advice for us. And obviously Haleigh is going to advise them of the same information, and she's just going to say to them, if you have any concerns or any qualms about school, you can always talk to your brother. He's been in school for a little while. He can give you the heads or tails of the ways of the world there, and he can squash any qualms or any fears that you're having. And so the guys are going to go, and they're going to go and chat over here with Adriel. They're also going to go and they're going to sit and bond with Mitchell for a little while. And we will see them go and hopefully fix any fears that they are having about school, because we definitely want that to take place. I'm going to go ahead and get Adriel to just get himself a bite to eat, and then he can bond with his brothers and answer any questions that they have about school. And obviously, you know, he would try to ease their minds and try to make them feel a little bit better, because as we know, they are starting to struggle with how they're feeling. Look at Everett. He's like, we're worried. And Adriel's like, about what? He's like, we're worried about school. We're worried about not knowing what to expect. Like, what are the people like? Are they, you know, going to accept us? He's like, I think everything's going to be fine. I think all of you guys are worrying over nothing. I just told Tessia the same thing. So let's go ahead and get everyone to clean up a little bit here. And by everyone, I mean Adriel. And she has come back out to check on the plants, but there are no plants that need to be tended. So you can just go on in and take care of your needs. You need to go to the washroom there. And Adriel is just going to clean up this mess. And why are you taking it outside, Adriel? Pick that up and go throw it away. So he's going to clean up this mess. I don't know why he decided to take it outside and throw it on the ground, but we'll have him take it in and throw it in the trash can. And then he can get in there and bond with his brothers and maybe Tessia as well. And we are going to have him just ease their mind, and we will obviously go ahead and let him share his experiences of high school with the rest of his siblings. Okay, Mitchell, you need to fix this toilet. And, oh, anger management. Well, do a workout. Okay, so we are going to take him in here, and we are going to let him chat with his siblings. We just have Haleigh putting on a little bit of lotion. I'm going to have her come up and scrap some of these paintings, and then she can resume this painting that she had started. And we will let her go ahead and deal with all of that. And why don't you come on down and deal with your brothers and get yourself something to eat. And the boys will go ahead and they will chat amongst themselves. So they're in the living room. They are just having a little bit of a chat together. They are talking about high school, and everyone is starting to feel a little bit better after chatting with Adriel. He is starting to make them feel a little bit more comfortable about their entrance into high school, and his experiences are starting to put them at ease, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that for them. And he has obviously some encouraging words, and you know, he was like telling them how he was nervous at first, but he has quickly come to understand that high school really isn't all that bad. Tessia is just having a little bit of a conversation here with Isaiah, and they are feeling very animated, which we absolutely love. And they are talking about their birthday together and how they are really excited that they have grown up, and how they think that everything's going to be so much better now that they are teenagers, and they're going to have so many more life experiences that they're going to be able to live through. Isaiah is really hoping that he is going to find himself maybe someone that he can be interested in. He knows that, you know, they're going to be building new relationships, and he's really excited about that. And Tessia, of course, is a dreamer, and so I'm sure she hopes for the same, but she obviously would never speak of that to anyone because she wouldn't want to try to show herself as being vulnerable. Being the only girl in the house, she has to try to put on a brave face. But we are just going to allow them to continue on here. But I am going to go ahead and leave this episode off here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Legacy Challenge, where we are going to be seeing more of Adriel continuing on with his journey, and probably seeing some more of him and Evie. We'll obviously be seeing our quads enter into high school for the first time and seeing how that goes for them and how they progress with their lives in high school. And I am super, super excited to see this family continuing on and developing themselves, which is so great to see. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.